Welcome back. Today we are celebrating International Women's Day with Leah Sause of Hubtown Tours.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Tell us about this really exciting tour you're offering this month.
Yeah, so Hubtown Tours, we're a small business that's grown exponentially in the last few years, and we offer historically accurate walking tours of Boston. Boston has so much revolutionary history, especially this year talking about the 250th, but there's so much more after 1776. We're specifically in this tour on March 21st talking about the women's impact in Boston. A lot of people think about other places in the U.S., about the suffrage movement, but there's main characters here. Julia Ward Howe, Lucy Stone, Alice Stone Blackwell, Josephine St. Pierre Ruffin were major players in the suffrage movement in Boston. On this tour specifically, we're going to talk about a little bit more about the intersection of gender, race, and class in Boston's suffrage history. This really was the heart of the movement, where we're talking about how women of all backgrounds can fight for equal suffrage, the right to vote. And I think that this tour, people will really find it fascinating because they can find roots in their own background. Boston has such a complex and diverse heritage that people don't see that all the time in revolutionary history. You know, everyone talks about John Hancock and Samuel Adams, but we want to talk about the women and the diversity that was really present in this movement.
When people come on this tour, what can they expect? Where do you start? How long is it? What are they going to see and experience?
So the tour is 2.5 hours. It starts at the Make Way for Duckling statue in the Boston Public Garden, and that was built by Nancy Shern. And we kind of talk about how foundational women were to these iconic Boston landmarks. And we're going to go through the Back Bay. We'll walk down Marlborough Street. We'll see Copley Square, and we're going to end at the Women's Memorial, which is an amazing place on the Commonwealth Mall that features we call the three revolutions. We have Abigail Adams from the American Revolution, Phyllis Wheatley, the first African-American published poet, and Lucy Stone. So we're kind of talking about Boston's history at large over there.
We can feel your passion for your work.
I do love it.
Tell us about what inspires you about really reliving this history with your tours.
I love talking to people. My job is to talk all day, every day, and people don't realize how interested they are until it's put right in front of them. My family has always encouraged me to follow the needle in the haystack wherever I go, and women's history being very much under-researched is a way to kind of follow that interest and find my own little discoveries here and there. And yeah, my friends are all into it. My coworkers are the smartest people I've ever met. So everyone around me encourages every day. All of our staff who give this tour and our other tours of the Underground Railroad and of the Freedom Trail are very, very dedicated, and I can only feed off that.
Before we go, just tell everyone where they can get more information to sign up for this tour.
So you can get more information at hubtowntours.com or follow us on social media at Hubtown Tours on all platforms.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be such a great experience.